Have you ever wondered what would happen if your city was suddenly overrun by a pack of hungry wolves? Today we delve into the blood-chilling tale of the Wolves of Paris, a story steeped in fear, desperation, and the indomitable spirit of a city under siege. Picture this. The year is 1450, the winter is harsh, and the wolves are hungry. Let's journey back to the winter of 1450, to the heart of Paris, where this chilling tale unfolds. As the bitter winter set in, Paris found itself under siege, not by an invading army, not by the plague, but by a force far more primal and terrifying. A pack of ravenous wolves had descended upon the city. Their eyes glowed with a hunger unsatisfied. Their howls echoed through the silent, snow-covered streets, turning the City of Light into a stage for a chilling spectacle. The wolves, driven by desperation and the harsh winter, breached the city's ancient walls. They prowled the once bustling streets, now deserted and cloaked in dread. The city's vibrant life was replaced with a horrifying stillness, broken only by the occasional echo of a distant howl. As the sun set each day, the people of Paris would retreat into their homes, bolting their doors, praying for dawn, their hearts pounding at every sound outside. The city was held hostage by fear as the wolves claimed it as their hunting ground, striking swiftly and without mercy. The tales of their ruthless attacks spread like wildfire, each more bone-chilling than the last. In the heart of this reign of terror was the leader of the pack, Courtauld. A wolf of legend, he was said to bear a bobtail, a sign of his strength and dominance. It was Courtauld who led the pack through the city's defenses, Courtauld who orchestrated the nightly hunts, and Courtauld who became the embodiment of the city's deepest fears. The streets of Paris were filled with the echoes of his howls, a haunting serenade that kept the city in a perpetual state of dread. Each howl, each growl, each snarl was a chilling reminder of the peril that lurked in the shadows. The city was in the grip of an unimaginable terror, but the resilience of its people was yet to be tested. As the wolves roamed the streets, a sense of unity was beginning to form amongst the terrified populace. The time for fear was over. It was time for the City of Light to fight back against the darkness. In the face of this monstrous threat, the people of Paris rallied together. With a bravery that belied their fear, they took up arms against the wolves that had invaded their city. This was no longer a battle of man against beast. It was a fight for survival, a struggle to reclaim their homes from the jaws of terror. In those chilling winter days, the city's cobblestone streets became a battlefield. Blacksmiths, bakers, and even poets turned warriors, armed with whatever tools they had at hand. From the sharp edge of a butcher's cleaver to the sturdy heft of a carpenter's hammer, every weapon was a symbol of their unwavering resolve. But it was not just the men who stepped forward. Women too stood firm, their eyes blazing with a courage as fierce as any wolf's snarl. They fought alongside their brothers, husbands, and sons, their hearts beating with a shared purpose: to protect their city, their families, their lives. As the days turned into weeks, the people of Paris grew more adept at their grim task. They learned to anticipate the wolves' movements, to strike with precision and retreat with speed. Every small victory bolstered their spirit, every fallen wolf a testament to their resilience. Finally, the day of reckoning arrived. The battle reached its peak in the heart of Paris, in the shadow of the towering Notre Dame Cathedral. The square became a storm of chaos and courage, of snarling wolves and shouting men. The air was thick with tension, every breath a prayer, every heartbeat a drumbeat of war. And there, amidst the turmoil, the bobtail wolf Courtauld met his end. He fell not to a knight in shining armor, but to a commoner, a man who fought not for glory, but for the safety of his home. In the shadow of Notre Dame, a battle of survival was fought, the outcome of which would mark a turning point in this dark chapter of Parisian history. The wolves of Paris were vanquished, but their memory lingered on. The echoes of their howls reverberated through the city's cobbled streets long after the final wolf had met its end. The chilling specter of the wolves of Paris cast a long, haunting shadow over the City of Light, Their reign of terror had left indelible scars on the city and its inhabitants. The once bustling streets of Paris were now shrouded in an eerie silence. The joyous laughter and lively chatter that used to echo off the grand architecture was replaced by whispers of dread and fear. The people of Paris, though victorious, were forever changed. The aftermath of the attacks was a grim sight. The wolves' insatiable hunger had claimed scores of lives. The city was in mourning, and a pall of sorrow hung heavily in the air. The brutal winter of 1450 was etched into the collective memory of the Parisians as a time of blood, terror, and loss. Yet in the face of such adversity, the spirit of the city remained unbroken. The people of Paris had rallied together, their collective strength overcoming the savage beasts that threatened their city. The citizens, armed with nothing more than spears and stones, had stood their ground, displaying a courage and resilience that would become part of the city's enduring legacy. The wolves of Paris, though fearsome, had underestimated the indomitable spirit of the Parisians. It was this spirit that had ultimately led to their downfall. The savage beasts, once rulers of the night, had met their end at the hands of the very people they sought to terrorize. In the years that followed, the tale of the wolves of Paris became a chilling, bedtime story, passed down through generations. It served as a stark reminder of the city's darkest hour, a time when the wolves' howls echoed through the streets and fear gripped the heart of the city. Yet it also stood as a testament to the courage and resilience of the Parisians, a testament to a city that, when faced with terror, had chosen to stand its ground, to fight, and to emerge victorious. Today, the tale of the wolves of Paris serves as a chilling reminder of the darkness that once loomed over the city of light. It is a tale of fear and courage, of terror and triumph, a tale that echoes through the centuries, a haunting reminder of a time when wolves prowled the streets of Paris and the city stood on the brink of despair.